When you use terminologies, it will happen accordingly by itself. Reminders that purify themselves at the same time simultaneously used the reminders. Sometimes Luang Po used purely just the mighty force and its brightening by itself because it's truly happened accordingly, not related to non-related itself. Disengaged from disengaging itself is the essence that happens already. This brightness is from unwinding from the unwinding self, from not grasping for the non-grasping self. Use these sentences more often. The aura of the white light and the golden light will be there automatically, and it's this light is happening because of unwinding, discarding the unwinding. It is the aura of the liberation, of the enlightenment, unlike the aura that has been made by the mind. It's impossible to use craving with it. This is not derived from the cravings. It's not from the investment. It's not from cravings. Therefore, to use with the brightness and liberation is impossible. Vimutti, liberation, is not derived from the practices, even a tiny bit. Not related to either relating or not relating is not considered as a practice. Instead, it will dissolve the delusion to practice. It will release out from the delusion of practice. That's why it's brightening. This is from unwinding, discarding itself, unwinding that doesn't grasp for itself. This brightness is the aura of Nirodha, the natural extinction, the extinction that purifies from disengaging itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Think of it, it will be brightening right away. All the darkness that is there will be purified totally. Constantly, from oneself and others, there will be simultaneously purifying. Use the word everything at the same time. For concentration, contemplation is in different colors. Concentration, the aura is dark blue. Meditative absorption, the aura will be green. The shade of the green depends on how lightly, how heavily the practice of meditative absorption is. The aura shade will be light green, dark green accordingly. Meditative absorption, that is practicing seriously or lightly. Then the shades of the dark or light green will be accordingly, differently. That is derived from the practice for attainment. That's why it turns into the different colors of auras. Dark green is concentration, drowned in stillness, indifference. But this is not brightening. The yellow aura is different from the golden aura. The aura of yellow color is like from wholesomeness, but it is not yet totally unwinding from itself. It looks like nothing is there, but there is still something. There's nothing, but actually there is something. Something that is called nothing. The idea of not having or nothing is still there. Therefore, it's impossible to become golden color. It's just yellow. It's close only. The true brightening color is derived from. It doesn't matter, even it doesn't matter itself. Disengage, even the disengaging itself. Nothing is not even nothing itself. Not having even is not having itself. This is not, there's nothing, not having, nothing. This is not it. Not having is not there, even not having itself. Nothing is not even nothing itself. This is beyond having or not having. This will be the aura of the white light or golden light. There isn't either having or not having. It's not just not having. It's not just nothing is there or not having something. Not having, even not having itself. There isn't having or not having. Not grasping, either grasping or not grasping. It's not just not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Not grasping doesn't grasp, even grasping and not grasping. This is the golden radiance. If it's mixed with loving kindness or metta, then there will be a little bit of pink color. If there is also loving kindness or metta, inside of the golden color, there will be some part that is pink. If it's seriousness and quite high spirit, then it will be red color. However, if the mind is preoccupied and seriously practicing, the aura will be black or dark. It's not just red, it's black, dark, or it's mixed black and dark and red. When there is high spirit and totally preoccupied seriously, then it's red. This is the aura of karma, of cruelness. Purple color is from concentration or samadhi. The aura of totally serious practice is red color. When it mixes together with the concentration, the color becomes red and dark blue, and altogether it becomes purple. Nothing belongs to หลวงพ่อ หลวงพ่อ has all colors according to any formed up of any emotions. If there's a lot of loving kindness, it will be pink color, golden color with pink. That which has nothing to engaging or disengaging purely, it will be the aura that is brightening like the sun. We are zooming right now, so they might think that หลวงพ่อ is advertising here. All about aura is always shifting and changing at all times. It depends on how you use your mind. If you use the essence of the conclusion of Nirod and Nibbana, it's gonna be the radiance that is golden all the time. If it's mixed with the emotions of loving kindness, there will be the golden light plus pink color. If it's mixed of contemplation, it's gonna start to be Chappanarangsi, how the mighty force will be radiating. Chappanarangsi has different shades of colors. And there's the word everything as well. This is periodically of the conclusion of the mind. Whoever that is trying to check how Luang Po is gonna be a little bit difficult, huh? There will be some difficulty in checking. It's gonna be difficult. And some who try to check how Luang Po is also. Sometimes there is the covering up of the protection to blind the eyes of those who try to see. It's immediate. In this case, no matter how they want to check, it's impossible to see because it's covered. Checking is not so good, huh? It's not so good. Intervening not in a good way. This is not just knowing in the way of the Arahants. For the Arahants, when they use the knowing, there is no covered up. Nothing is going to blind their eyes. In the way of the Putushon, the one with density in grasping, in looking, seeing, and knowing in the insight, impossible to acknowledge because their insight will be covered up and blind. What about the aura camera? It can take photos of the aura in the way that is childish. How would it know whenever there is the mighty force, whichever state, the aura will be shifting and changing accordingly? There must be the divine eyes only, cannot use the camera. The divine eyes only. Luang Po doesn't teach about the yan, knowing. Luang Po doesn't mislead anyone. Because if teaching that, there will be attachment and fixation to it. Cut through the cutting itself directly, ending the ending itself directly. With this, there is no fixation. This will be the benefits for oneself and samsara simultaneously at the same time. How can you teach fixation or attachment? You teach anyone to practice, there will be grasping for such a practice, grasping, overlaying the practice. How can you mislead anyone to fixate something without cutting deluded knowing? Instead, fixation to knowing and special insights, there will be karmic payback, bouncing back to the one who teaches. And they will be just delusively circling within special insights on and on. Delusively encircling within the special insights because teaching them about knowing, about special insights. At times, one will be just encircling delusively with knowing because misleading others to be in such a way, to fixate, always delusively encircling with special insight on and on. It's impossible to talk about something that is beyond knowing, beyond special insights. Only encircling within the net of knowing, the frame of special insights. It's impossible to talk about something that is beyond the beyond itself. Instead, it's just being stuck within the frame of yan, the frame of insights, the frame of knowing. That's why there is no words that has the spontaneous cutting through, spontaneous enlightenment. We have to use pure essence of cutting deluded knowing or enlightenment. Don't teach others about the yan, the knowing or special insights. It is boring. Knowing this, knowing that, blah, blah, blah. Being nosy. What's the word in Chinese, huh? This word, เสือก nosy, interfere. The knower is the interferer. The nosy. Direct translation. And there will be a bounce back, always taking on anything to one's own head, just disengage beyond engaging or disengaging, not relating to engaging or disengaging, not relating to relating or not relating, beyond knowing or not knowing. This is the true essence of the enlightenment, of cutting deluded knowing or not knowing. This is beyond knowing or not knowing, seeing or not seeing. This is the true essence of the enlightenment. That's why it's called cutting. It is a natural cutting. Don't teach anything about practicing the body and mind, the five aggregates. Otherwise, there will be karma overlaying dharma, karma overlaying body-mind. It is the cause of the suffering. Already said, the desire is the one that is the creator and leading towards practices. And the desire is also taking on the result of it. It's called the creator, and the one who takes on the result is the same one, is the desire itself, no one else. It is the state of the desire. It's not about who, you, or anyone. It is the state of the desire itself that is doing it, misleading it. We have to use the words that giving ending to the attempt to begin or to end. Any sentences that giving ending to such attempt to begin or to end, use more often, which is not encouraging the attempt to attach or detach, letting go or not letting go, because when you listen to it, it will end accordingly. When you listen, it will end accordingly.